Alright, how's it going, folks? Wrestling Otaku back here on the Wrestling Otaku channel. It is now Monday, May 5th of 2025. We are now here in the month of May. Um, in Cinco de Mayo, I believe that's what it's called. May 5th. That I guess it's a holiday, I suppose. So, for those of you who celebrate it, happy Cinco de Mayo, I guess. So, so yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video here on this channel, at least for a couple days now. I've just had a lot that I've been dealing with, personally, emotionally, a lot on my mind, and some of you already know what I'm referring to if you saw the post that I made before the weekend, and I'll touch on that a little bit here. And so yeah, I want to make this video. I want to get back to doing some content on here, and I did say I was going to take some time off, and I've been just been thinking the last few days, and I think today is, a good day to kind of get back to doing some video making, because I didn't want to, take too much time off, but from doing videos, even though I certainly could, but I feel like now is the time to just kind of, say what I'm going to say here. So, before I get into the topic of this video specifically, I want to address this one thing. As y'all saw the post that I made on Friday, um, my, of course, longtime pet companion, Otaku Cat, unfortunately, is no longer with us. He passed away late Wednesday, going into Thursday, and technically, I guess it was Thursday. It was a little past midnight, about 1. It was real late, like 1, 2 a.m. And it's just I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to talk about this without getting emotional. I've done plenty of that the last few days. Trust me. Um, and it's just like, how can you ever, get over something like that? It's taken me, and I even said it in the post. It was going to take time to get over. It's just like, it's just, I did everything. I made a video or two about it, mentioning it about, of course, Otaku. Like I believe back in February or March, about him having health problems, losing his sight specifically. But then after that, consulted people, went out, consulted vets, experts, and such, try to get him back in good health, and I've done my utmost to ensure, to try to get Otaku Cat back into good health, but and after consulting one or two vets and everything that I did, turns out that he had several outside of his vision. He just had several health issues internally. I'm not going to get into specifics here, and it was just a matter of try to do what I tried to do as best I could as I was advised, and it was just seeing kind of his health, just his change in his behavior, especially within like the last week, the week leading up to his passing. It's just nothing I could have done. It's just nothing I could have done. I can't play God, I can't erase the past. I can't change the past. All I can do is move forward. And Otaku Cat was more than a pet to me. He was a companion. He was essentially family. He was a family member to me. He was a big part of my life since the day we got him. Way back when I was in my 20s, back in 2014, he was 3 months old. When it was a 3 month old kitten, little tiny thing. And 11 years is a long time. Well, not a long time, but it feels like it. But he was a big part of my life. He was like a part of me, essentially. And I feel like now a part of me is gone. A part of my heart is gone. A chunk of me is gone. Now that he's gone. And and like I said, I can't, I can't erase the past. I can't change the past. I can't, bring things back to life. If I could, trust me, I would. But all I can do is move forward, you know. And this is not the first time that I've lost a pet, a companion. The first cat that my family had, my grandparents had actually, who was named Ben. I had him since I was a real young, since I was a kid. Um, he lived to be about 15 or so before he passed. He passed. We lost him in 2012. Same year I lost my grandfather in January of that year. 2012 was a rough year for me personally. And so now, within the last 15 years, I've lost both my grandparents. Of course, as you all know, my grandmother passed in 2012. I lost my grandmother. And now I've lost both my grandparents and now two cats, two pets, both near and dear to me. The first Ben, of course, the first cat was named Ben, and the second cat, which I call Otaku Cat on here, he was also named Ben. So technically, I guess he was Ben two or Ben second. But yeah, I've had quite a bit of losses in the last 10, 15 years, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's not fun at all. It hurts. It cuts deep. And so I wanted to thank everybody who left comments, gave me their, you know, thoughts, prayers, condolences, and such, and being comments or messages, what have you. So appreciate y'all for doing that. And all I can do at this point, at this juncture, is continue on, move forward. And so I want to say, rest in peace, Otaku Cat. You will forever be in my heart, and you will forever be missed. Same with my grandparents, and same with the original Ben. So, so yeah, man. So I will continue to live on and to strive and to do things, for as long as I have left on this earth. I will continue to live on in his memory and to all the loved ones who I've lost memory. And so, with that being said, I want to make this video and once again get back to doing content, because now that I've addressed that, now that I've, kind of got that out of my system, I want to address this. The primary reason for me making this video is that, again, we are here in May of 2025, May 5th to be exact, and as I mentioned earlier, and it is now the 10th, or 10 year, I should say, 10-year anniversary of the Wrestling Otaku channel. It has been 10 years to the day since I created the original Wrestling Otaku channel. It was May 3rd, I believe, May 3rd of 2015, when I first created the original Wrestling Otaku channel, and I started doing videos regularly here on YouTube. It's been 10 years. 10 years, man. Feels like feels like just yesterday I created that channel, the original Wrestling Otaku channel. 10 years since I first started this journey, if you will, in terms of content making, video making, and such. And now here we are 10 years later in 2025. And for the most part, I'm still here. And so, yeah, it's been crazy to think that 10 years have come and gone so quick. And here I am in my 30s, 35. I'll be 36 at the end of this month. Man, time goes by. Holy cow. And so, wanted to make this video to just, inform all of you, for those of you who didn't know, this is indeed the 10-year anniversary of the Wrestling Otaku channel. Not this channel specifically, because my old channel, unfortunately, was taken down back in the beginning of last year. But I continue with this channel here, so. And another thing I want to address, now that it is, the 10-year anniversary of the Wrestling Otaku channel, a handful of you might remember about a year or so ago this time, I made a video basically, in so many words, stating that if I didn't get 10,000 subs by this time this year, that I would essentially retire from YouTube, more or less. And, I have my reasons for making that video. And so here I am, and here we are in May of 2025, 10-year anniversary, so on and so forth. And I obviously do not have 10,000 subs. I'm at, right now, 726, I believe. 726 last I checked. So, by all accounts, some of you are probably thinking, oh, well, you said that last year, and here you are, so on and so forth. What, are you going to do what you say, blah, blah, blah. And by all accounts, maybe I should, own up to my word and, retire, because I've certainly thought about it. I've certainly had thoughts about it in the last year. But just with everything that has gone on, especially recently, just this year alone, with all the stuff, all this, everything that I've been experiencing and everything that I've kind of been thinking about, and I've thought about this for a long time, I've decided that my work here is not done. My work here is not done. There's still more work to be done. There's still a place for me here on YouTube. I still have a purpose here on YouTube. I still have a purpose here in the IWC. And looking at the grand scope of the IWC, it's very apparent that the community needs somebody like me. And so, in that spirit, in the spirit of Otaku Cat, may he rest in peace. In the spirit of all the loved ones I lost. In the spirit of everybody watching this video, all my subs, all my subscribers and followers, the people who comment on my stuff, the people who look to me for guidance, who look to me for who watch, who enjoy my content. In the spirit of all of you, for your sake, for Otaku Cat's sake, who I live on for my own personal sake, I am going to stay. I am going to remain here on YouTube, and I will continue my quest. I will continue my quest to get this channel back to the heights that it once was at. That is my goal. That is my mission. And I will go as long as it takes to achieve that mission. Because I now have a new purpose. Otaku Cat is no longer with us. I have a purpose. I have an obligation to do it in his memory. And to do it in the memory of everybody who supported me up to this point. So, I will remain here on YouTube. I will continue to do videos, continue to do content, continue to bring more content, new videos, new concepts, and get back to doing what I've done for 10 years on here. And that is providing some of the best wrestling content on YouTube. And I hope that all of you continue to follow and join me on the quest, on the journey that I continue to take, that I continue to go on. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I have for now. Thank you for watching once again. Rest in peace, Otaku Cat. You will forever be loved. You will forever be missed. And thanks to everybody who has shown me support and everything along the way. Appreciate y'all. And I continue to do these videos and have this channel for you. So thank you for watching again. Until next time, I am Wrestling Otaku, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Farewell.